Hey, how's it going? I think that you've just started playing chess in a regular basis and you know how to move your pieces, right? So now I came up with a trap that most of the beginners gonna fall at. So what you're gonna show is Scholar's Met. Alright, so we're gonna learn today Scholar's Met. It's a very precisable track that most of the players at 100, 200 and even 300 to 350 elo is gonna fall for. So you can win every single games you play, and like I wish that you will get the positions that I'm gonna show you. So let's start this positions. All right, so what are you gonna play with? E4, the king's pawn. So you're gonna play with e4 most of the times. All right, you don't need to think a lot at this point when you are at below 200 or maybe 300. You just should play e4. You can play a lot of things like d4 to open this, and maybe the Sicilian, and this is English opening, and maybe you can play a lot of things like Caro-Kann and more, right? So you don't need to do a lot of things. You can just play e4. All right, so this is the most of the beautiful openings I've ever seen. So this opens the queen and the bishop, right? So this opens the queen and the bishop, and the next move you can play like d4 just to open another bishop, right? So now we're gonna see what our opponent's gonna play. All right, so most of the times your opponent's gonna block you with e5. All right, so he can play a lot of things, but most of the times, trust me, he's gonna play e5 just to block you at this range. All right, so the next move you should play is queen to h5. Your opponent's gonna go crazy, like, oh my god, he's attacking at this first. So he will not see a lot of things, right? So he's gonna play this move, g6, to attack the queen. So he'll think that your queen's gonna retreat, but no. You know what I'm gonna do, Ra? You can just take this pawn at e5. It's a check. He has nothing to do. He can just block it with a bishop, or maybe block it with a knight. But this hangs a rook. You can just win a rook at the very first of the games. No. Let's back. That's not gonna happen for every time. What you're gonna do is back e4, and he plays e5. All right. So still you're gonna play queen to h5. All right. So now if he plays something like this move and just leave this square left, so you're gonna bring your bishop out to c4. All right, so now if he's like protecting that pawn and he wanted to play something like crazier things and want to move his bishop out, something like this. All right, so you know what will be the next move? Queen to f7, and that's mate. He can't do nothing. Not even he can't even take the queen. And there's no escape. That's checkmate in just 4 moves. All right, so this is the Scholar's Mate. You should just practice this and learn a little and play a lot of with the competitive games and online games. So I hope you very good day, and like I hope you're also gonna play good in chess, and that's for sure. Goodbye.